Podcast, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by one of the members of De La Soul right now. So we're running a campaign called 56 Black Men, all about changing the narrative around the image of the black man and the stereotype around it. Okay. Just what are your views just around how black men are stereotyped, not just in the West, but just around the world?
I mean, you gotta understand it's all about a perception. It's all about us as humans we prejudge things. Everyone is prejudiced, so that means that we all prejudge a situation. We all prejudge someone, whether it's even positive or negative. So based off images that has been indoctrinated and seeded into our minds, we'll even have not only people outside of people of color who have a certain understanding of who we are as black men. You'll even have black men who have an unfortunate negative imagery of black men.
That's right, yeah.
And so I feel like the images need to change. I think everyone here, whether they're black, whether they're white, I think if we all saw a tiger, we all run. Now the person who knows and trained tigers, he could look at the tiger and be like, well, yo, the tiger's not gonna harm you because I know. But we all have these images that a tiger's gonna harm us and it's wild. So unfortunately, that's how black men are seen. We're seen as wild and harmful, and if we're in an elevator with someone who isn't of the same color and they may see us in a certain way. So it's about the imagery, it's about the programming of visuals. We need to learn to accept and love ourselves, and that starts with seeing images that are loving and forthcoming and beautiful with our people of color.
Yeah. So if we just take a look at that image right here, so there's a whole national campaign of these images on massive billboards all over the United Kingdom. And this has been reported by many news outlets, and obviously it's got the name of whatever that man is and the actual job he does. And this is how we're showing that although we may be seen by one particular lens, that we come in so many different shapes and sizes and colors and different ilks and different professions and things. Why is it important for younger kings, our nephews, our sons, why is it important for them to see something like that?
They need to see it. It just goes to what I'm saying. They need to know that we are different, but at the same time we are the same, and we are people who can be beautiful fathers, we can be great brothers, we can be beautiful coaches and teachers as well as students. And when we drill that into all of our kids and because I have kids, man, when we drill that into their mind, we can see each other as that, because it comes to the point where when we don't see ourselves as someone special, as someone godly, then we don't reflect that in the other brother man. So it goes into your kniving problem and all that. Like you won't do all that when you see yourself and judge yourself on a higher level, you know what I'm saying? And that's needed, Word.
Well, listen, I got you just as you came off stage, and I really appreciate it. I'm an artist myself, so I know how it feels. So actually, I do feel bad. So thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Sure.
Absolutely. Okay, cool. So my name is Cass. Nice to meet you. Yes, nice to meet you, Dave. So I'm here representing the 56 Black Men movement, and it's a movement here in the UK that is aimed at, making the statement very bold and clear that I am not my stereotype.
All right.
So it doesn't matter whether you're from America or from the UK. We know that if you live in the Western world, we kind of have an idea of what a stereotype of a black man is.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the work that we have to do to change the narrative around that stereotype?
When it has a negative connotation, it's something that you definitely want to change. It keeps people in a box, and it doesn't allow them to even get to know you. So there's a detriment to it in those regards. It doesn't allow growth.
Okay.
But at the same time, stereotypes are good too. I think it's good to know that people would view us as strong, defying, resilient, originators, and there are some that are fitting and that I welcome.
Yeah, okay.
But when I think they have negative connotation and it holds us back and it holds each other back from looking at you for who you are opposed to what you supposedly stand for, there's a problem with that.
Okay.
But Yeah, it's the way you look at it. It's the
Okay.
way you look at it.
And in your opinion, what kind of stuff can we do together culturally to continue to change the negative narrative into something positive?
You know, it's easy to chuck up the words unity, you know,
Yeah.
but that's a difficult thing to do sometimes.
We don't talk about all the things that comes with unity. We don't talk about the characteristics that are required
Absolutely.
to achieve unity.
To achieve unity, and it's really important that that word isn't just thrown around, but it's kind of like analyzed, you know. But I think that's the most important thing, you know. In numbers, we could succeed so well, not just because we're a mass and a unit.
Yeah.
You know, we got so many of us, we could encompass all the little things that we need, you know. This person might be the architect, that person might be the executive, this person
Yeah,
might, you know. So
Understanding our own lanes
understanding
and embracing
our own,
them.
embracing it, and really understanding what unity means. It's selflessness, you know.
Ooh.
It's
Okay, now you've hit me.
no, that's what it is, you know.
yeah.
It's about not saying I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna do this. It's about saying I'm gonna do what we need to do.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
that's what unity is. It's looking at the greater good. It's looking at, you know, how much more we can do as a unit and each individual could bring to that unit. So
Amazing.
unity, it's important.
Amazing. Well, that mindset, sir, is the reason why you guys are legends. You guys are legends.
Hey, man, we just
And
people
you know
doing
what?
what we like,
It's
man.
not my first time seeing you guys.
Peace.
I saw you guys a few years ago in Dorset. I had the best time of my
Peace,
life.
peace.
I got carried to my tent, by the way.
That's what it's supposed to be. That's what every night's supposed to be like.
No, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you,
really
brother.
appreciate it so
Thank you,
much.
man. Thank
you
you.
so much.
Appreciate
Thank you
bro.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Wow.
Peace, fellas. Thank you, man. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just spoke to some legends.